issues that get out of hand, I've got state police that are ready to help IMPD, and they know they can ask us for that help.
I'm good with both. If you don't like that answer, if that's kind of a squish answer, hey, I could have used the National Guard here in the summer of 2020, and that didn't happen.
No.
Maybe they protected some monuments or something like that, or the governor's mansion or something.
But that wasn't Governor Braun, just so everybody knows.
Yes. Yeah, no, I understand. That was Holcomb. I'm good with both. I don't know how effective the National Guard could have been with the shooting downtown at the nightclub over the weekend, Hammer. But with these street takeovers and several things happening around different specific areas around downtown Indy, yeah, maybe, sure. I'm not opposed to it. But Governor Braun seems to think, yeah, between the IMPD and state police, we got this.
And it's not a matter of whether or not you can arrest these people. Certainly we can as a city, as a police department. But can you keep the violent criminals? Can you keep these habitual pain in the asses locked up? That's the issue. Can you prosecute them? Because you've got a prosecutor right now in Marion County that's more interested in running for mayor. You've got a prosecutor that's more like a public defender, coming up with excuses as to why he's offering sweetheart deal after sweetheart deal. Until you fix that problem, nothing's going to change, really.
What did Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd say to us yesterday to help solve some of the crime here in Indy?
Lock up bad guys. Now, I'm kind of summarizing his take there.
That was it. Lock up the bad guys and leave them in there. And don't give them sweetheart plea deals and enhance the bail. That's pretty simple.
Now, I will say this. If you can find a way to incorporate federal prosecutors, if you could spin this into a way where it becomes a federal issue, that would be great. But there's legal stuff involved with that, right? You can't be bringing in federal prosecutors if it's not a federal issue. And that's where Donald Trump would have to come in.
Do you think it's interesting that Todd Rokita, the Attorney General, is saying, yeah, no, bring in the National Guard, and Governor Braun is saying on our show, no, we don't need the National Guard at this point. That's two juxtaposing, like two different opinions there.
Is Governor Braun ripe for a primary? That's what a lot of people are thinking with Todd Rokita coming out with this statement. Now, I don't know, but that's some of the feedback we've received. Is Todd Rokita laying the groundwork to look like he's really tough on crime? And is he potentially thinking about a run for the governor's seat here in Indiana?
You don't think that's crossed Rokita's mind at all at one point or another?
I'm just saying, it's out there in the social media, Twitter sphere, if you will. That's one of the theories.
Right.
Now, I have invited the Attorney General to come on this program. He's traveling today, so maybe in the next couple of days we can get him on here. We'll talk about this statement. We'll play back that same audio that the governor told us about why it's probably not going to happen, and we'll ask him flat out, hey, has running for the governor ever crossed your mind? Once we get him back on the program, we'll ask all of those questions. Nigel, if you need a reason to drink tonight, happy 66th birthday to former Carb Day performer Bryan Adams.
Wow, 66?
66 years old.
No kidding.
He's now officially pushing 70, right? Once you get past the 5,
he's pushing 70.
You're pushing the next number.
Love Bryan Adams.
And when he came here for Carb Day, I think it was 2 years ago, he's one of those dudes where you don't realize how many hit songs he has until he starts playing one right after the other. Like, kind of the big hits, and we'll celebrate some of those here in just a second. But you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, there's another one. Here's that power ballad. I mean, it's one right after the other. You look at his greatest hits catalog, it's pretty damn solid. So what we're going to do is play a little round of Don't Forget the Lyrics with producer Allison. Now, Allison, again, there's a little bit of an age gap between us and yourself.
Yeah, but these are such popular songs. I don't know how you couldn't get them.
Right.
All right. Well, settle down.
I got a little worked up there.
You
Sorry.
did. I didn't know you were such a Brian
If
Adams
you've already
stan.
called her a failure. I don't know how you didn't get these right.
I will say that's probably accurate. I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so we've got 4 of them here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Brian Adams song, stop it at some point. It's your job to get the next line, okay? Here we go.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled.
Well, I know the song. I don't know the next.
It was...
The summer of '69.
Yeah!
Okay.
There we go.
I
There
didn't
we
know if it
go.
was a trick. Okay.
No, okay, we started easy. I thought that was easy.
No, that was the only one I was
did too.
sure of. Okay.
And now I'm not so optimistic.
Well, she wasn't sure to begin with, but
Yeah.
all right. Let's
Number
move
2.
on.
When you're lying here in my house, I'm finding hard to believe.
Something about need.
We're in heaven.
Heaven.
We're in heaven.
Okay. I've heard of that one.
Okay.
Okay, so...
As long as you've heard of it, but you didn't get the.
No.
You didn't get
No.
All right, number 3.
the lyrics.
Took it all for granted, but how was I to know that you'd be letting go? Now
It cuts.
Cuts like it.
A knife.
Yeah! Nigel's literally doing like a Friday the
She's
13th
literate threatening my life.
silhouette to
I
her.
wanted her to get that one right.
Thank you. At first, I thought you were just playing air drums. I was like,
right.
geez, he's really getting into it.
So if you don't get this one right, my God, this has been like a song that's been played at every wedding. It's on every like soft rock radio
Is this
station.
on the movie?
It's been on a movie.
Okay.
Number 4.
you can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do.
Come on, Allison.
I do for you.
Yeah.
We'll count it.
Well,
Good enough.
I do it for you.
Do
For
it
you.
for you.
Yes.
Forget the it. I'll count it.
Honestly, not too bad.
You think?
I
I thought that
think
was
she
pretty
did.
bad.
got 3 out of 4.
You struggled on Summer of '69.
Well,
It was
I-
like the signature
I
song.
told you I knew the
Well-
song, but you were looking at me like I was going the wrong direction. So then
I gave you some hints.
yeah.
Right now, Allison sounds like Purdue in a football game. Hey, we scored 6 points.
All I know is I got 3 out of 4.
Matt Bear.
East side, southbound 465, a crash before Washington Street. Left lane is blocked, traffic jammed almost to Penn Pike. Delay time at 41 minutes. South side, northbound 65, stop and go. Raymond into the south split. Southbound 65, tied around west. And southbound 65, 70 jam. And from the north split down to the south split, that's a 4-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
67 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. So, Nige, I got Pop doing 43 and a 25.
40. Ooh, wow.
Well,
Where were you at? Where was that at?
Southwest side of Indy, Lyndhurst approaching the highway.
Yeah.
There was a vehicle that was going incredibly slow, so I sped up to pass him, and I was close to a school zone.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And dude pulls out right behind me, lights on and everything, and bada bing, bada boom. I haven't got a ticket in a while.
So it's a ticket. No.
Oh, yeah. There was
How
no
much?
warning. There was no slow down next time.
There is no, hey, here's a hammer Nigel had. We're big supporters of law enforcement.
Dude, I was not going to go full Ron Burgundy. You never want to go
Do you
full
know who I am?
Ron Burgundy. But
How much?
Well, I have to go online to see how much it is. They don't write it on the ticket anymore.
Oh, okay.
So, and when I
Damn.
tried to check earlier, it hasn't been entered in yet, which, officer, if you're listening, I wouldn't be mad if you didn't enter it in. But no, that's the first speeding ticket I've gotten probably like 7 or 8 years.
And there's people that contest those, like they show up to court and the officer doesn't want to deal with it, so he doesn't even bother to show up. Maybe you could do that. Maybe that's the route to go.
Yeah, knowing my luck, he would show up. Right? I'd take a day off of work. I'd go in there, and lo and behold, he's sitting there in the front row with popcorn. So, no, that's how my day started today.
Right. Sorry about that, man.
What do you think would happen if I called Ryan Mears' office and said, hey, how do I get out of this? This is Jason Hammer of the Hammer and Nigel show, and I was hoping Ryan Mears could help me get out of a speeding ticket.
F you, click.
He'd write me 3 more.
Yeah.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Should you delay filing for Social Security until age 70? Now, conventional wisdom says that would give you a bigger benefits check, but that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you consider taxes under benefits, IRA, 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare premiums, you could get even more income by filing your benefits early, and you can discover how to do this, squeezing every penny out of your benefits with a free, customized analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
So if you've saved more than $200,000 but haven't yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now by calling Bill Demery. 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Or go online, yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com. Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dylan, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a customer service specialist, I love helping couples find their dream engagement ring. And guess what? I just got engaged, so it was fun to create one myself. First, my fiance tried on a bunch of ring styles and she was drawn to a classic diamond pave setting. Then we looked at different diamond shapes from pear to oval to cushion. She fell in love with a princess cut. At Shane Company, you can create a one-of-a-kind ring and get it in days, not weeks. Because a friend wants you to have a magical holiday proposal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial. It's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now, it's time for
Hammer's Heroes! Listen to this, Hammer. 2 farm workers near Fresno have been honored after saving a bunch of kids from a burning bus. They ran through dark, thick smoke to get the last kids from the back of the bus. Everybody made it out okay. Here is one of the heroes talking about the rescue.
Making sure there was no kids on top of the bus. We were just making sure that the kids were far away enough so they wouldn't get hurt. The bus caught fire right away. Like, probably within like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it all happened right away. God put you in that place for a reason. And that was to help out the kids, help out the community right there.
Dude, you better be holding your breath if you're running through black smoke. I've seen that up in person. The last radio station I worked for on Fall Creek Road, we had to evacuate the building because the engineering thing like caught on fire. And it was billowing black smoke. Now, I didn't run through the black smoke, but it was, I've never seen anything like it. And these guys are heroes, right?
And saving a bunch of kids. Like, these weren't their kids. It was just a group of random kids.
Yes.
And it was in their human nature, their DNA, to do the right thing, storm through the smoke, risking their own life to save a bunch of kids. That's pretty awesome. Now, this happened on a bus, which brings us to great moments in bus history here on the Hammer and Nigel show.
Okay.
In the movie Billy Madison, when bus driver Chris Farley gets hit in the head with a banana peel and sandwich.
Hey, who threw that? I'll turn this damn bus around. That'll end your precious little field trip pretty damn quick, huh?
Precious.
And great moments in bus history. This was a story that we talked about on this show before. There was a school bus driver who had some sort of allergic reaction to perfume and cologne, and she told the kids, please don't wear any on the bus. It affects my health. Well, of course, there was some rotten little Johnny SOB that was spraying cologne around, and somebody recorded her reaction.
Give me the perfume. I didn't do anything. I can smell it. I didn't do anything. Sick of you. I'm done with it. I'm gonna start kicking some serious. Do you hear me? Yes. My foot's gonna be so far up your. It's gonna dangle out your nose. I'm done with you.
Hey, I'm telling you, back in my day, that bus driver would have been awarded a medal. Wayne Rothenberger, my bus driver. I was on the bus for an hour from North Salem to Liston, kindergarten through 6th grade. And there were some troublemakers on that bus. I wasn't one of them.
Oh, bull crap.
No, I wasn't. But he had this wooden paddle. And he would take it and just smash it against it. Like we were getting too loud, and it had the aluminum. He had this, like, you know, on a school bus, there's this aluminum panel, like, that's above the windshield, and he would just smack it. He used that paddle on a couple of kids.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you've seen the paddle.
Oh, in action. I remember saw it.
Paddle versus
remember.
Heine. You've seen it.
Yeah. I felt like that's where I kind of felt bad for the kid, but he deserved it. I felt bad like the kid was getting his ass beat by the bus driver, that he deserved it.
Right. I mean, what did we learn here today? That's got to be where I would be at. 3 brothers in California were going through their mom's attic. She had recently passed away, and they were cleaning up the house, and they found a pristine copy of the very first Superman comic from 1939. They're now going to put it up for an auction where it could reach over $6 million.
No way.
So,
who would pay $6? Really?
My question to you, if we go through the pigsty that's Abdul's office in the back, do you think we could find a pristine 1939 Superman?
I bet we could find something very valuable back there, but not $6 million.
It's like something from Hoarders, Abdul's office in the back.
He's been back there forever, like back there before. I don't know what he's going to do when we move buildings.
Is he just going to leave it there for somebody else?
Oh, well, no. I think Abdul told me he had a storage facility near our new location.
We're going to have to go get a picture of it and post it on our social media. You guys wouldn't believe it. It's straight up something out of Hoarders, but it's all comic books.
All comic books.
Comic books.
Who can read that many comic books? I could barely read an email.
Right. All right. I'm going to go take that picture.
Okay.
And I'll post that on our socials at Hammer and Nigel.
American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard. I know this personally. I have American Standard equipment used at my house. I know my family actually uses American Standard local dealers here that Hammer's getting ready to tell you about.
Kirby Heating and Air. Kirby, they've been in the business for well over 3 decades. Lloyd and Jessica Kirby, they're the founders of this great family-run business. And now their sons, Robert and Adam, they're carrying on the tradition of excellent service and pride in their work. Kirby, serving Hendricks and Boone County. The reason they choose to install American Standard? One word, quality. Make sure that furnace is ready to rock and roll for the cold weather coming up. Contact Kirby at 317-892-3614. That's 892-3614, or go to KirbyHeating.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you got to make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Celebrating a year since his second-term election. Mostly cloudy, 67 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Moss Roofing, and here's what's trending at 3:31. That's what President Trump said today in Miami, Florida. During his remarks at the American Business Forum, he touched on last night's election results where Democrats posted wins across the nation.
If you want to see what congressional Democrats wish to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation.
New York City elected Democrat Zohran Mamdani will be their next mayor. Democrat Mikey Sherrill was voted in as New Jersey's new governor, and Abigail Spanberger will be Virginia's newly elected governor. Enjoy those 60-degree highs Indiana has been having because they are leaving town. Warm weather is sticking around just through Friday. Greg Mello with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says the real cold front hits this weekend.
Really, the big change will be as we move into Sunday. We'll really start to get much colder. Highs are going to be in the low to mid-40s on Sunday.
And when Sunday night rolls around, low temperatures drop well into the 20s across most of Indiana, so it's time to grab that heavy coat because Mello says it's going to feel way more like winter than fall. Frustration is what many politicians are feeling regarding the government shutdown. John Hayrick reports.
One of those politicians who's angry about it is Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks. He said on the Will Cain Country Show that Republicans keep trying to work with Democrats, but they don't want to help.
Being friendly and trying to negotiate with them and give in or give them something in the deal is going to win them over. It's going to be at the end of the day, it's going to be the political pressure.
And he says they're already being pressured, but they're too proud to cave because they're blinded by their hatred of President Trump. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And Predator Badlands is supposed to make anywhere between $25 and $30 million in its first weekend in movie theaters. Time is 3:33. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Because here's the truth. Roof, siding, gutter, and window problems don't fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a bad leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. And drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years, Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now, before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. So don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today at 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665 or online at mossroofing.com. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. mossroofing.com, every shingle time.
With your WIBC traffic at 3:34, here's Matt Bear.
Downtown, southbound 6570 delayed 9 minutes from the north split to the south split. On the south side, northbound 65 slow after Southport Road to 465 as you head into the construction. Northbound 65 slows again at Raymond Street up to the south split. Southbound 69 slow 96th Street 282nd, and on the east side, northbound 465 tightens up Penn Pike up to 69 for a 5-minute delay. Those southbound lanes heavy before 70 down to Washington Street because of an earlier crash. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Mostly clear skies tonight. It will be on the chilly side. We'll see temperatures fall to about 35. On Thursday, mostly sunny skies, seasonable. We'll look for high temperatures near 58. And Wish TV storm tracking meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Did Abdul give you permission to post those pictures on social media of his office?
Do I look like I asked permission of Abdul to post those pictures?
No, I mean,
Nige?
it's almost a rhetorical question, but wow. You weren't joking, were you?
I mean, you've seen it. Don't act like you're surprised. Its office is right next to yours.
Yeah.
You're his neighbor.
But posting it on social media, you might want to rethink that.
Yeah, I think I won't. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's in our Instagram story if you would like to see what Abdul's office looks like. Because I want you guys to know I'm not making it up. Like, it's something from Hoarders, and it's all comic book stuff. Follow us, like us, stalk us.
He claims he has like I said, a storage facility for when we move buildings here in a couple months.
Sure. And Matt Bear's got a Canadian girlfriend living up in Quebec somewhere. Got it. Sure.
I like your bangs.
Nigel, are you still sad about the election last night? Because you've been a little downtrodden.
I was disappointed, man. I think... Look, there were no surprises last night. We knew the socialist Marxist mayor was going to win in New York City. We knew, Virginia, some of the judges in Pennsylvania, of course, the redistricting stuff in California. It was just, this is an off year for elections. These were all states that Donald Trump did not win in the election. But yeah, I'm a little bit bummed. I mean, some of these psychos that won, like the attorney general in Virginia who fantasized about harming then House Speaker there, Todd Gilbert, and his family, including statements like, quote, gets 2 bullets to the head, hopes his kids die in his mother's arms. That guy got elected attorney general in Virginia. Not, to say nothing of the fact that Glenn Youngkin is gone.
Right.
And,
well, Virginia's a little interesting because you can only serve one term at a time, right? Now, if Youngkin wants to sit out a term, he could come back.
Yeah.
But I feel like Youngkin winning that state was the exception and not the rule the last election.
Well, yeah, just like Jersey and like Chris Christie. Right?
Jersey's predominantly a blue state, but every
now,
once in a while.
I'm like, just kind of like, man, is this a harbinger of things to come in the midterms in a year? A lot could happen in a year. I understand that.
So are you going full Jake Tapper and saying that this is a referendum on Donald Trump last night?
No, we talked about this yesterday. Donald Trump won that election, just including the swing states and the popular vote. I don't know that it's a referendum, but I think it's something people need to be paying attention to on the right.
I think in blue states, blue candidates are going to win. And that's what happened last night. Now, maybe I'm being a little optimistic. I know that's problematic sometimes when you're talking about the Republicans because nobody snatches defeat from the jaws of victory sometimes like the Republicans do. But I'm telling you, and I told this to Rob earlier when I jumped on with him and Casey, God himself could come down and say, I'm running as a Republican to be the mayor in New York City, and he would have finished third yesterday because there was an R next to his name. The choices they had were a socialist and a former lunatic leftist governor that only had to become an independent because he got Me Too'd by his own people.
Yeah, Mamdani had a lot going for him. I mean, he promised free stuff for a bunch of kids, like people that hate capitalism, grocery stores, free housing, free transportation.
$30 minimum wage.
And then he had the worst, Cuomo was just an abominable. Did I say that right?
I think you did.
I think I did.
We're surprised when Nigel says something right. Like Allison and I were like, he did it.
But Andrew Cuomo, are you kidding me? I mean, he wrote that book, won an Emmy for it, and then ended up getting Me Too'd, and just an awful candidate. I guess what I'm saying is Mamdani and what happened in Virginia, in Jersey, and the judges in Pennsylvania, and California redistricting should not be a surprise to anybody. Right. But I am a little disheartened. For sure.
Okay. I'm all right. I think I'm all right. I expected all of this yesterday, and it went down. Now, what's going to be interesting is what's going to happen with the Democrat Party at a national level here. Here is AOC last night. Now, keep in mind, AOC was a socialist before socialist mayors were cool.
Sure.
AOC doing an interview with CNN, and I kind of get the vibe that this is like her Captain Phillips, I'm the captain now moment for the Democrat Party.
So many people who participated and were brought together by his campaign because they were not just tasked with defeating a Republican. They were also tasked with defeating the old guard of the Democratic Party that essentially led us to many of the perils of this moment. So he had a two-front war to win, which is what makes his victory so deeply impressive. And I do think that this moment, a lot of people who are willing to talk about party unity when it serves them, but not party unity when it serves everybody, it puts those folks on notice. And I think it also puts folks on notice that we have a future to plan for. We have a future to fight for. And we're either going to do that together or you're going to be left behind.
Did you catch that? That wasn't a message to the Republicans. That was a message to her fellow Democrats who might not be on board with the whole socialism thing, but you better get on board because we got the mayor of the biggest city. I, AOC, am your biggest fundraiser.
Chuck Schumer.
And if you're not on the tracks...
She's talking to Chuck.
Yeah, you better get on board. So that was AOC last night. Now, Nige.
Yes.
There are some folks that feel a little like you this morning.
Yeah.
Vivek Ramaswamy, who's leading to be the governor in Ohio for their election next year. Here are his thoughts on what he saw take place last night.
We got our asses handed to us in New Jersey, Virginia, and New York City. Democrats swept all three. There's 2 key lessons for Republicans. Listen carefully. Number 1, our side needs to focus on affordability. Make the American dream affordable. Bring down costs, electric costs, grocery costs, healthcare costs, and housing costs, and lay out how we're going to do it. And number 2, cut out the identity politics. It doesn't suit Republicans. It's not for us. That's the woke left's game, not ours. We don't care about the color of your skin or your religion. We care about the content of your character. That's who we are.
That was Vivek Ramaswamy putting a message out on social media last night. Meanwhile, Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, he jumped on Fox News and talked about what Mamdani winning in Florida means.
I think it's an incredible act of ballistic podiatry, shooting yourself in the foot by New York City voters. I mean, this is a guy who does embrace Marxist economics. He claims he's going to lower everyone's costs by having the government run grocery stores, and the only people that would think that would work are people who have never studied a lick of history. He's also somebody that after 9/11, he said how bad it was that his aunt was on a subway and got dirty looks. He never expressed the sympathy in that regard that for all the people that got murdered. He's also embraced George Soros-style soft on crime policies. He hates the NYPD, if you look at his history. He is not going to stand up for law enforcement. And what I found on all this, Sean, is yes, his tax policy is going to be crazy, anti-business, all that. But the number one thing that moves people to want to flee these jurisdictions is the collapse of public safety. And I think he's going to make the de Blasio reign look like the golden age.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough. Taxes are going to go up, and people are going to flee out of New York City. Except those that think they're going to get free housing and government, which I don't even think that's going to happen. I really don't. I mean, I hear this talk of government grocery stores. You can just walk in and, come on. It sounds ridiculous to me. He's mentioned it, but that doesn't sound like it's going to fly, and it's not going to work.
It's never worked.
Okay, exactly.
And yet, for some reason, the folks in New York thought, I bet this time will be different. I bet this is going to be the time where the coyote catches the roadrunner. It's going to be different this time around. No, it's not. Elon Musk and Joe Rogan talking about this.
I mean, Mamdani is a charismatic swindler. I mean, you got to hand it to him. Like he can light up a stage, but he has just been a swindler his entire life.
And then you have the young kids who are like, finally, socialism.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, obviously. You know, like you just look at this, how many boats come from Cuba to Florida?
Exactly.
I was thinking, like, how many boats are accumulating on the shores of Florida coming from Cuba?
Right.
There's a whole bunch of free boats that you could, if you want to, go take them back to Cuba. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
But for some reason, people don't do that.
I'm ready to just sit back and watch Rome burn, Nige. If this is what New York wants, if this is what these idiots are going to vote for, have at it. Knock yourselves out. Let me know when you get your free grocery store and the police are all gone. I'm just going to sit back, crack open a cold one, and watch Rome burn.
Like, my wife really wants to take my daughter to New York City. That's what the next year, that's their goal. And I'm like, well, okay. Can you just go? Can we somehow get like a fourth job, and you can only stay in like high rises and things like that, where crime and things don't affect you?
Right.
That, you know what I mean?
Is there an extra floor in Trump Plaza over there?
Right. Can you rent out? Can I get in touch with somebody from Trump, and you can stay in Trump Plaza? That's what I want.
Nige, it's a special date on the calendar today.
Is it really?
If you're a movie buff, you'll understand this.
Here's a red letter date in the history of science, November 5th, 1955.
Oh.
Yes, of course, November 5th, 1955. That was the day I invented time travel.
From Back to the Future, this was the date that the doc said he invented time travel, November 5th.
Flux capacitor? Did I understand that?
That's correct. Flux capacitor, and you need 1.21 gigawatts.
What the hell is a gigawatt?
So movie nerds, embrace today. It's a bonus reason to drink.
This Veterans Day, Tuesday, November 11th, Hammer and Nigel team up with the Veteran Support Network for Operation Rudolph. Help 50 indie vets get coats, socks, scarves, and much-needed cash. Donate now at veteransupportnetwork.org.
If you're one of those guys like me that likes a clean, neat, nice, finished garage, but the garage floor is like cracked and stained, then you got to check out Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They came in and worked a miracle in my garage. My garage floor was all of those negative things I mentioned, and they came in as little as a day, changed the total look of not only my garage floor, but my entire garage as a whole. They did such a great job with my garage floor coating that I had them come back and do the concrete floor in my utility room in my basement. So whether it's your garage, your basement, pool deck, or any indoor or outdoor area concrete, call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or 751-9070. Tell Nigel sent you.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
It's the season of giving, and my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling invite you to join them in a wonderful cause. During the month of November, Hope is raising money for the Colburn Place and will match donations up to $10,000. Colburn Place is where survivors find safety, support, and hope for a new beginning, and Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is proud to support such a fantastic local organization. To donate, please visit colburnplace.org/hope. That's colburnplace.org/hope. Let's help bring joy to those who need it most.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Transform your bath and double the value. It's B-Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
Forget digging through clutter to find what matters. The WIBC Daily Newsletter puts the biggest local stories and exclusive show moments in your inbox and lets you skip the scroll. Sign up by clicking Connect at WIBC.com.
Matt Bear, what's going on?
All right, Hammer looking at southbound 65, 78-minute delay, north split to the south split. On the east side, northbound 465, slow from 70 up to 69. Southbound 465, stop and go after Penn Pike down to Washington Street. Eastbound 70, slow, West Street to Meridian. On the north side, westbound 465, slow from 31 past Michigan Road. Southbound 69, tight from 96th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Nigel, I got choose your own adventure here.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about Google releasing their Holiday 100 shopping list?
Okay.
Or Barry Manilow.
Oh, you had me at Barry Manilow. No need to even explain what it's about.
Did you know, before having several hit songs, a hit catalog of his own,
looks like we made it,
Barry Manilow wrote advertising jingles. Here he is doing a medley of them at a 1977 concert.
Shut up.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, have a barrel of fun. Ah, yes, how can we forget? Whenever you're driving and wherever you're bound, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
He wrote that?
Yeah.
Give your face something to smile about with fried eggs.
I don't know what that is.
Band-Aid.
Oh, Band-Aid.
Join the Pepsi fever.
Pepsi.
Free.
Wrote all of those jingles.
Wow.
And that doesn't even count the TV theme songs like American Bandstand, which he wrote. So, little Barry Manilow for you bitches.
Every day, you're giving yourself to others. Whether it's soccer practice, work demands, or meal planning for the fam, life just keeps going. But an extraordinary life is the one you keep loving and living. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. Age 40 or older? Visit franciscanhealth.org/breastcare to schedule your mammogram online. And don't let the ordinary get in the way of your extraordinary life.
It's the most wonderful time of year at Sundown Gardens. Join them Saturday, November 22nd for their annual holiday open house. Stroll through the garden shop to shop the festive decor, enjoy food samples, and sign up for giveaways and door prizes with your purchase. Fresh-cut trees, greenery, wreaths, porch pots, and more will fill the greenhouse. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the festivities. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield. And don't forget to bring your holiday spirit.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance,
and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership.
Enter Auto House Merkel.
Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent.
At a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership.
Book service now at autohousemerkel.com.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, it's Big Joe for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, an independent American Standard Platinum customer care dealer. Jim Scott is the owner, and he's ready to take his success into Boone and Hamilton counties.
We have a lot of high-quality equipment. We do high-quality jobs. We do our own duct fabrications. We have service contracts. So with the value that we built because of our 5-star rating, the other counties, as much growth as there is, there's just not enough contractors.
Put the best to work for you at jimsheating-air.com. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, you'll hear what the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration has about SNAP benefits, why police were in Whitestown this morning, and how the weather will roll out in the coming days across the state. Those stories are coming up next after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
Key evidence recovered. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. Federal safety investigators just confirming they have the flight data and cockpit voice recorders from yesterday's fiery crash of a UPS plane in Louisville. NTSB Chair Todd Inman also says the left wing caught fire just before the crash as the plane took off.
We have viewed airport CCTV security coverage, which shows the left engine detaching from the wing during the takeoff roll.
The crash killed at least 9 people, including 3 crew members on the UPS flight. 16 others are unaccounted for. President Trump marking 1 year since he won re-election.
1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world.
But he says Americans face a choice between communism and common sense after yesterday's wins for Democrats, including New York City's incoming Democratic Socialist mayor. The top Democrats on Capitol Hill demanding a meeting with the president on ending the government shutdown. The U.S. Supreme Court appears split on a challenge to the president's wide-ranging tariffs.
The Trump administration says President Trump is lawfully using tariffs to respond responsibly to trade imbalances and fentanyl emergencies.
They're not an exercise of the power to tax. They're the exercise of the power to regulate foreign commerce.
U.S. Solicitor General John Sauer arguing the tariffs are meant to change behavior of foreign governments, not raise revenue. But Neil Katyal arguing on behalf of business organizations counters.
Tariffs are taxes. They take dollars from Americans' pockets and deposit them in the U.S. Treasury.
President Trump has described the case as one of the most important in U.S. history, warning of economic disaster if the justices rule against him.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. Wall Street rallies. The Dow up 225 at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Updates about SNAP benefits. Mostly cloudy skies, still 67 on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel. This report is brought to you by Guardian Wells Financial, and here's what's trending at 4:02. The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration has received updates today from the USDA about a recalculation of benefits for all their hundreds of thousands of SNAP households in Indiana. If you need immediate food assistance while benefits are processed, you are urged to call 211 or reach out to your nearby food bank. A quiet neighborhood near Main Street Park turned into a crime scene this morning.
Several people were inside and outside the Whitestown home when a woman was shot early Wednesday. The cops say it happened during a home invasion not far from Main Street Park.
As they arrived on the scene,
They found a deceased female as well as a gunshot that had come from inside the home.
Captain John Yurkosh with Whitestown Police said that woman was found on the porch. Several agencies responded to the home, including the Boone County Sheriff's Office. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the cops say that woman, who was a part of a cleaning crew, went to the wrong place. Wind is going to make this cold snap feel brutal in Indiana soon.
It will be very cold with lows well into the 20s, and it'll also be windy at the same time, so it'll feel even colder than just temperatures in the 20s.
Greg Mello with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says when you look at those feel-like numbers, those temps could be in the teens across portions of the state. And he says the coldest nights are expected to be Sunday and Monday. And Kokomo Municipal Airport said today that a runway is being finished up. Ever since 2020, they've been modifying their airport to keep people safe. And the Colts trading for all-pro cornerback Sauce Gardner from the Jets is already one of the most notable trades in franchise history. Head coach Shane Steichen said that Gardner practiced today, and he expects him to play Sunday in Germany once he clears concussion protocol. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:04.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
You've got WIBC traffic at 4:05 with Matt Bear.
We're getting a case of the gridlock on the west end of downtown. This is because of a closure. It's New York Street turning into that eastbound one-way closed right outside, and traffic's being pushed at Senate Avenue. We have a traffic hazard there. I'm told that it's a hole in the road. We'll have more coming up at 4:15 and at Baton Traffic. Southbound 6570 jam, north split to the south split, and northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the south split. That's in construction. Inbound 65 stop and go 21st to Meridian. Eastbound 70 drags before west into the south split. East side northbound 465 slow at Penn Pike, stop and go at East 56 up to 82nd Street on northbound 69. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Heating Weather Center forecast.
We are tracking a colder Wednesday night with winds dying down under mostly clear skies. Low temperatures will fall into the mid-30s, and then expect a cooler Thursday with plenty of sunshine and light winds. Highs by Thursday afternoon will be in the upper 50s, and then we'll warm it to the low to mid-60s on Friday, but we are tracking rain with the potential for isolated thunderstorms and winds picking back up again to turn more breezy as well. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it.
Man, Hammer, I woke up to this morning, Whitestown subdivision, like right next to Zionsville, like right by where I live. Woman died following a shooting at a Whitestown neighborhood. And now it kind of appears to be a case of mistaken identity. It's very strange and convoluted. I don't want to, speculate, but it looks like this cleaning crew was going into a house, but they had the wrong address.
Right. Yeah, that's not speculation. That's in the police report. You just heard it in the news in the top of the hour here. Police found this woman dead on the porch, and it was an apparent gunshot wound that was fired from inside the home. And the person inside the home called police, cooperating, doing all the things. But it turns out it was simply a case of a cleaning woman having the wrong house. Quote from the police report: "We are working closely with Boone County Prosecutor's Office to ensure every aspect of this case is handled with care and diligence due to the complexity of the investigation. We anticipate our next official update will be available no sooner than next week." So they're going to look at all the information here to see if the person inside the home was being negligent.
That's what my speculation. That's why I said speculation. I have no idea what's going on inside the house. I just know that the police report says that this cleaning woman was trying to get into a house. She had the wrong address, and the next thing you know, she's gone, and it's tragic.
This is going to be an interesting topic for Guy Relford's show this weekend. So let's say you're the homeowner and you're inside. It's 6 in the morning or whatever it is, 6:30 a.m. Maybe you're awake, maybe you're asleep. You hear a knocking on the door, and somebody's, knocking on the door. You don't answer. Next thing you know, somebody's trying to get in the house. And ultimately, maybe they do get in. I don't know. And that's when gunfire rang out.
Hammer, a lot of these cleaning services don't knock. They just go in because they either have the code or the homeowners know that they're coming. So this, again, I use the word tragedy. This is awful.
This was a total accident is what it sounds like, but sometimes people will charge people for accidents. I mean, a woman did get shot and killed who thought she was going into a work site. So is anybody going to be held accountable for that? What are the charges? Is this manslaughter? Is this murder? We don't know what was going through the mind of the person that was inside the home. And again, according to the police, we're not going to get any more updates unless something leaks until next week at the earliest. So let me know your thoughts on the YouTube chat. Jump over to our WIBC YouTube chat or tweet at us. Post on Facebook at Hammer and Nigel. You can email, you can text us. We're easy to find. Just curious, your perspective on this. Somebody's inside. Somebody thought somebody was breaking in to do something.
I know.
Boom. Shots fired. But it was a case of mistaken identity. Let us know your thoughts. Tonight, it's the big Erica Kirk interview on Fox News. Our pal Jesse Waters is the first one to sit down with Charlie's widow, Erica, the new head of Turning Point USA, keeping the organization alive. Her first sit-down interview since the murder of her husband on that college campus in Utah. Here's a little bit of Jesse Waters with Erica Kirk.
Jimmy Kimmel lied about your husband's murder and didn't really apologize. What would you say to Jimmy Kimmel?
Same thing I told Sinclair. They asked. I haven't really told anybody this, so they asked, do you want Jimmy to give you an apology? Do you want to be on his show? How can we make it right? Through our team, I responded. I said, tell them thank you. We received their note. This is not our issue, not our mess. If you want to say I'm sorry to someone who's grieving, go right ahead. But if that's not in your heart, don't do it. I don't want it. I don't need it.
Hey, would you like an apology from Jimmy Kimmel, Miss Kirk?
Do you want to come on a show?
We can arrange that. If you'd like an apology, come on. Wow. She nailed it.
And it wasn't like Jimmy himself called her and said, listen, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I got fired up. I got caught up in the heat of the moment. Would you like an apology from me? Or would you like to come on my show? Jimmy wasn't even man enough to do that. It was some staffer that called Erica. Do you want an apology from Jimmy? Do you want to come on our show? No, I don't want to come on your show. Of all shows, do you think Erica Kirk's going to do her first sit-down interview with Jimmy Kimmel? Read the room.
Exactly. Wow.
Here's another clip that you're going to see tonight if you watch this interview. So Jesse Waters asked Erica, what was going through your mind the first time you saw Charlie's deceased body in that hospital?
When we walked into that room, he had this smirk on his face. That smirk to me is that look of, you thought you could stop what I've built. You thought that you could end this vision, this movement, this revival. You thought you could do that by murdering me. You got my body. You didn't get my soul.
So, again, that's tonight with Jesse Waters.
She mentioned that on the memorial. I feel like she said something similar to that Charlie Kirk memorial in, I believe, was that Arizona?
Yeah.
That happened?
Out in Arizona. Go back to Jimmy Kimmel for just a second,
Okay.
because I think there are layers to this story. Bill Maher, who, let's be honest, he is still a Democrat, but he will criticize the Democrats.
He will characterize himself as old school Democrat.
Correct.
Not socialist, 2025 progressive Democrat.
A Clinton-esque style Democrat.
Sure.
Bill Maher doing an interview on the Jimmy Kimmel controversy, because Bill Maher was one of the folks that went out and said, I don't think Jimmy should be fired, but he was wrong with his take on the shooter being part of MAGA. Here is Bill Maher talking about that whole controversy.
I didn't agree with what he said because it was just wrong.
I agree.
I was very adamant that he has the right to be wrong. He was saying the guy who shot him was probably on your team, MAGA. Yeah. I said, that's bullshit. Look, Jimmy apparently doesn't like me too much anymore because he thanked everybody but me, and I was adamant about supporting him that week and the next week. Like I said, I can't lie and say I think what he said was accurate, but I was adamant that he shouldn't be thrown off the air. He did a great show. My problem with him and hosts like that, quite frankly, they're all quite similar in this regard, is that they're ideologically captured by one side. It's just not what I do. And there's a reason why half the country feels insulted by them and has turned off to them, because it's just one very predictable point of view. That was not really a smart thing to say, that this guy who shot Charlie Kirk was on the MAGA team, because that's just something that the blue sky crowd told themselves.
Blue Sky, a social media platform for liberals.
Right.
By the way.
It's their new Twitter, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he's right. Of course Jimmy Kimmel lied about that. Of course everything, unfortunately, like, I don't like Bill Maher as, in terms of being a politician, or he's not a politician, but a comedian. He doesn't like Trump. He does not like Trump supporters, but he understands that, you can't just go labeling everybody Nazis.
Right.
He understands that aspect. And
Bill Maher, even though he is a political leftist, I still think he's comedy first, politics second.
Yes.
Like, if you watch a Bill Maher stand-up comedy show, because he still does stand-up from time to time, he's pretty funny.
I've met him, yeah. I've interviewed him.
Now, when he's doing a political talk show, that's different. Like, if I'm doing a stand-up comedy show somewhere, you're not going to get hot takes on AOC, probably. But if I'm doing it on this program, it's the appropriate forum. Can I read you, before we get a traffic break here, a comment from the YouTube crowd?
Okay.
This is from Kenneth. Erica Kirk needs attention from Jimmy Kimmel like she needs a blood donation from Magic Johnson.
God.
Kenneth, I'm not going to lie, man. That's pretty strong. That is pretty strong.
Wow. Yeah, you don't need either one of those.
Don't need either one. Nope. But you yourself can get in the mix on the WIBC YouTube. Jump over there right now. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Every thumbs up between now and 5 o'clock, we're going to treat that like a middle finger to Jimmy Kimmel. If you've ever wanted to give Jimmy Kimmel the middle finger, go to WIBC's YouTube page. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. That's equal to giving the bird to the unfunny hack that is Jimmy Kimmel. Matt Baer.
All right, downtown, eastbound New York Street shut down at Senate, and right now traffic is being diverted onto Senate Avenue. This is a problem for people coming out of IU, Indianapolis, and on the west end of downtown right now. Reportedly, it's because of a hole in the road. We're looking at southbound 465 on the east side, and 11-minute delay, 72-74. Northbound lanes tight before Penn Pike up to I-69, and that's a delay of 8 minutes. Southbound 65-70 jam, north split to the south split because of construction, delayed 4 minutes. Inbound 65, stop-and-go traffic, 21st to Meridian. Eastbound 70, delayed 3 minutes. Harding Street to the south split. And on the south side, eastbound 465, stop-and-go traffic from Harding Street over to Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score huge deals and better sleep at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Their sleep experts will find the perfect bed for your unique needs. It's the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
We need 75 more people to go to the WIBC YouTube page. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Today, it's a virtual middle finger to Jimmy Kimmel. That's what we're going for. Or if you just like this show, you could give us a like too.
Hey, Erica, would you like Jimmy to apologize? He could do that. Just come on the show.
I've got a better idea of what Jimmy Kimmel can do. Can't get into it though. WIBC's YouTube page. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. We've got to get to 150. That's the magic number. That shuts up the dorks in the back. Help us get to 150. It's 66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Is this anything next?
Should you delay filing for Social Security until the age of 70? Now, conventional wisdom would tell you maybe because your benefits check would be bigger. But that's not necessarily the case anymore, because when you consider the taxes on your benefits, IRAs, 401k withdrawals, even Medicare premiums, you could get even more income by filing for your benefits early. Discover how you could squeeze every penny out of your benefits with a free customized Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
You need to schedule your free analysis right now with Bill Demery. My retirement guy should be your retirement guy. Free analysis. 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or go online, yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com for Bill Demery. So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
Remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with a free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Blow sediment and gunk out of your well, plus a 6-point inspection and 30% off all of it. Wow. C&J, great systems, great people, 317-852-WELL.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, and we're brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search. IndianaUnclaimed.gov.
Is this anything? Sheriff deputies in Colorado said they resolved a bear-acade situation that involved a large bear that found its way inside a resident's vehicle and became trapped inside. Bear-acade. See what they did there?
I get it.
Here are the deputies that rigged up a handle release mechanism and opened the vehicle door from a safe distance to release the bear.
Very large bear in the front seat.
Oh, yeah, he looks pissed. So we can tie some paracord to the door, and then we can get back and we can pull it open. Yogi, calm down. Hit it. Come on, Yogi. Out of the car. You're fine. You can buff that out. It'll buff out. You guys are totally fine. I think what's more impressive is that he opened it and then proceeded to close it behind him.
Yeah.
Yogi has been released from the vehicle.
Yeah, that's something. That's talent right there. I mean, especially from the bear's perspective, you get in this car, you close it behind you, no way to get out.
Right.
I love the fact that they were playing like old-time entertainer music from like 1850 Western bars.
Was that played off of Ethan's big phonograph that he brought in the other day? Was it being played off of that big monstrosity?
That's another story altogether we could get into later. But they had to, so what'd they do? They had to rig a giant string to open the door just to be a safe distance away from the bear.
They went full Matlock. That's what they did.
I was at Breckenridge I texted you guys that sign that said, hey, keep this garage door closed at our Airbnb in Breckenridge for fall break because bears might get in. I'm like, great. My greatest fear ever. That sucked.
Are you prepared if the situation were to present itself to shoo away a bear, Nige?
I don't know how I've heard so many of these. I don't know how I do it.
Well, let me give you a little help here.
Okay, all right.
Great moments in shooing away bears history. Here's how the guys shooed away a bear when they were on a photo shoot in Alaska and a bear ran up. So that's one way to do it.
What else does that sound like? I'm trying to come up with something else. Like, are they getting whipped?
Right, Allison?
Are they in some sort of
Howard Dean
torture chamber? Ha!
Yeah,
the Howard Dean.
The Dean scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to take back the White House. Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
Allison, if you ever find yourself in a situation as a lady, this woman is giving you an example of how to do it. She is shooing away not only 2 cubs, but the big brown bear that goes with them.
Ooh.
Okay.
That sounds like the latest album from Pantera.
You'd get requests for that, by the way, when you worked at the rock station,
sure
right?
Did, yeah.
And
Yeah,
last but certainly not least, this has always been our favorite, the guy on the hiking trail that has a bear run up on him.
Yes. And it worked.
It did.
Yeah.
So which is your approach for shooing away a bear?
I'm going the third one that we just heard. Like I'm like I'm riding a horse almost. Yeah.
See, I got the vibe that's what Joe Biden does when he's hungry. Like he's trying to get the attention of the nursing home staff.
Oh. Where did that come from?
He's like got his shirt off, he's throwing his hands up.
Pudding! Pudding!
Is this anything? A teenager in Kansas City was on a roller coaster and seatbelt came undone mid-ride. Two riders sitting in the front of her were able to grab her and keep her safely in the ride as it was going on. Here are Chris and Cassie talking about keeping this little girl safe on the ride.
When we turned around and started helping her, the only thing I could think of was, what if this was my daughter?
The girl sitting behind my wife just lets out this blood-curdling scream like I've never heard before. And then she said, my seatbelt came undone. A pretty big gap between her and the lap bar. And I looped my arm underneath the lap bar and I'd grabbed a hold of her wrist. My wife was pushing down on her legs to push down on her whole body to keep her from coming out of the seat.
Look, I've ridden my fair share of roller coasters, especially when I was a kid. Nothing like that ever happened. But riding them as an adult is a totally different experience. And yeah, I'm glad these people rescued this girl. She could have fallen off. But I'm done with the roller coaster.
Oh, I retired years ago.
And my 11-year-old still wants to ride them, but like we went to Kings Island last year, and we did the racer. And we did some of the more, sort of benign roller coasters. We didn't do those crazy ones. But yeah, I don't know.
When I got stuck on that ride and my face was 2 inches from the ground, it was 105, it's sweat pouring off my head.
How long?
Probably about 20 minutes or so. It wasn't even that long.
Torture.
But just sitting there in the hot Florida sun and the blood's rushing to my head, it was the worst. That's when I retired. I was done at that point. You're in a good spot, though, Nigel. You're probably about a year or two away from your kids being able to just do it on their own. Take them to the amusement park. Here you kids go. Knock yourself out. I'm going to be sitting on the bench over here.
Yep.
That's the best part about going to the amusement park for me now. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why he delivered remarks at the America Business Forum. 66 and partly cloudy. I'm Jake McDaniel for Moss Roofing, and here's what's trending at 4:31. President Trump said today he's celebrating a year since he was elected for a second term in the White House, pointing to border security.
We've achieved more in 9 months than most administrations achieve in 8 years. It's true. We've really done a lot.
Some people are criticizing how immigration agencies are currently operating, saying they are using harsh methods to gather up and deport people, including migrants who are here legally, without giving them a fair hearing. Democratic Socialist Zoran Mondani is the New York City mayor-elect. He says that he's building a city hall to deliver on the promises of his mayoral campaign. Hoosiers relying on SNAP benefits this month will have to wait a little bit longer to get them. John Herrick explains.
The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration said Wednesday that November SNAP benefits will be delayed for a week at the minimum for Indiana households due to a revised formula for calculating benefits. The USDA's Food and Nutrition Service has updated the directions for those. They say the recalculation is necessary because the federally determined maximum allotment for a household has been reduced by 50%, so they have to get all the math sorted out. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Average gas price in Indiana is $3.07 a gallon, and the Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $843 million. No grand prize winner in last night's big drawing. The next chance to strike it rich will come around on Friday. And now your WIBC closing bell reports. The Dow gained 225 points to 47,311. The S&P 500 went up 24 points to 6796, and the NASDAQ rose 151 points to 23,499. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:33.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com, or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
WIBC traffic at 4:34. How's it looking out there, Matt Bear?
Right now, downtown New York Street, when it turns into an eastbound one-way closed to center right now because of a traffic hazard. Also downtown, southbound 65-70 jammed up, north split to the south split, eastbound 70 stop and go traffic hard to get to the south split, a 3-minute delay. Inbound 65, 3-minute delay, 29th to Meridian. On the east side, southbound 465 jammed from 70 down to 74, and we have a stall in Hancock County. It's on the exit from eastbound 72 Mount Comfort Road. That ramp is open, partially blocked. On the northwest side, southbound 465 jams after West 79th down to I-65. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Wednesday night with winds dying down under mostly clear skies. Low temperatures will fall into the mid-30s. Thursday with plenty of sunshine and light winds. Highs by Thursday afternoon will be in the upper 50s. And then we'll warm it to the low to mid-60s on Friday, but we are tracking rain with the potential for isolated thunderstorms. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Because here's the truth. Roof, siding, gutter, and window problems don't fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a bad leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. And drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years, Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now, before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you could save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. So don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today at 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at mossroofing.com. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. mossroofing.com, every shingle time.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
The Hammer and Nigel Show. Hello, my name is Nigel. That is Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
He's a writer for Outkick.com. Dan Zakshesky, one of the best, joins us. And Danny Z, I wanted to get you on for a number of reasons. You've got an interesting post about transgenders in sports, if that's still really going on, and is it a big deal? But before we get there, I want a national perspective here. As a national writer for a national publication, the Colts trade. 2 first-rounders, a wide receiver for Sauce Gardner. Did the Colts win that? Is that a good deal? What say you?
Look, I'm not going to be one of those people who's going to assign winners and losers. We don't know. We don't know what those first-round picks are going to do, so we don't know as far as winners. Now, as far as the Colts making the trade, I love it. I love it, and here's why. You know, in past years, it never really made a lot of sense for teams, particularly in the AFC, to go all in mid-season because at the end of the day, you were going to be staring down the barrel of Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and you just weren't getting past them anyway. But I think what the Colts realized is there's an opportunity in the conference this year. I mean, look at the division leaders. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. None of them are leading the divisions right now. There's some blood in the water with the Chiefs, who are middle of the pack, currently outside the playoff picture. The Ravens have had their struggles. Lamar's been banged up. Obviously, Joe Burrow is pretty much done for the season. The Bengals are out of it. I mean, the Bills are the one team that you have to worry about come playoff time. But that's what you got to do if you're the Colts. You're going all in. You got to beat Josh Allen, most likely, to get to the Super Bowl, which is, I assume, where they would like to go. And adding a guy like Sauce Gardner who can cover. And by the way, I will say this about the Colts. Well, first of all, Lou Anarumo, talk about a scapegoat, right? I mean, you guys know better than anyone. The Bengals were like, oh, this guy's the reason our defense stinks. Well, it turns out that wasn't true. And quite the opposite, in fact, because the Bengals have somehow gotten worse. The Colts benefited from bringing Anarumo in. I think Gardner is going to be great in that system. I think they'll utilize him well. It's probably, I believe it's the best cornerback Anarumo's ever had. So I look forward to seeing what he does with Gardner. But I think this had a lot more to do with the fact that the state of the AFC right now, in particular, it actually seems sort of ripe for the taking for the first time in many years. And I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but did you ever think that there would come a time in Daniel Jones' career where a team looked at him and went, look, we gotta go all in with this guy. Like, we got Daniel Jones. We gotta go all in and try to make a Super Bowl run. I can't believe it, but I mean, that's where we are.
By the way, just a side question here for you, real quick. Does Josh Downs, wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, I think does he give up his number one?
Oh, he
jersey?
already has.
He already gave it up for Sauce?
Oh, yeah.
Sauce Gardner?
It's already gone.
What is he? Did he go to 2?
Number 2, because that's what his brother's wearing at Ohio
State. Okay,
yes.
Well, okay, good on him. I'm sure if I would have wanted to give up number 1. Just saying.
So
we got the particulars of that deal. Did Sauce pay for it, or was it a gesture of goodwill from a new teammate?
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some
Probably
sort of side deal.
Goodwill.
Oh, I'd say there's got to be something involved. Hell, you're not getting it for free. There ain't no free rides around here, kid. Dan Zakshesky with us. So you've got a post up on your social media feed. I believe you can also find it at Outkick.com. And it's an interesting question. Transgenders in sports. This was a big hot topic a number of years ago. You know, Riley Gaines has kind of become like the face of this whole movement. But you asked the question, is it a fad? Walk me through this.
Okay, so first of all, you said in the intro that, is this still going on? Well, I can tell you guys right now, I am currently sitting in a hotel room in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and tonight I will be covering a transgender volleyball player for Ann Arbor Skyline in the girls' district tournament tonight. We've done a ton of reporting on this. I encourage your audience to go check it out. Ann Arbor Skyline, Outkick, Google it. Our stuff will come up. It's not getting a lot of traction for some reason, but guys, this is still happening, and it's happening a lot. And in this particular case, this seems to be one where it's basically been hidden. We have some sources saying that this player played for a club team, and the club team literally had no idea that it was a male player, no indication whatsoever. So yes to that. It is absolutely still going on. It is still a thing. Skyline won its district. They are now hosting the district tournament. If they win today and win tomorrow, they'll go to the Michigan State tournament, basically led by a biological male player. Now, as far as the, is it a fad? Look, I mean, it has the hallmarks of it, guys, because it started picking up steam, this identifying, young people especially identifying as non-binary or gender fluid or transgender, started picking up like the mid-2010s, and then it really peaked in 2023, where we were seeing unbelievable numbers where it was something like 8 to 10% of young people were identifying as like not male or female or not with the gender they were quote-unquote assigned at birth. And now we're actually starting to see it fall a little bit. And what essentially the scientists have argued is that, look, here's what the activists will say. They'll say, like, well, the reason people didn't identify before is because they felt afraid or it wasn't socially acceptable. Guys, it's pretty damn socially acceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in that community on the left, it's super socially acceptable to come out and be like, I'm transgender. So what we
They look at you weird if you're not trans.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Right. So what we would expect to see in the numbers is that there wouldn't be a peak and then a drop. There would be probably a peak and then sort of a plateau. Like, okay, this is the percentage of people in a given, out of 100,000 people, this is how many we expect to see, and then it would plateau. The fact that that number is dropping over the last couple of years, and it looks like it's expected to drop, it essentially has the hallmarks of what would be considered a fad or a cultural trend more than any major change in biology or societally speaking.
And it feels like, and you've covered this closer than most people. You've been out on the road covering college volleyball players, and now you're up in Michigan covering this story. So you're kind of embedded with the culture here. How much of this is the parents wanting to look super progressive to the fellow wine moms in their community and the PTO board members saying little Johnny or little Janie is now identifying as something different?
Yeah, so that was the biggest problem with all of this, was that the social currency that was gained by having a quote-unquote transgender child was just too big of an opportunity for some people to pass up. And then we started having this situation where, I don't know. I don't have kids, guys. I don't know your situation if you have kids. But, like, if you have a boy or a girl and, your boy wants to paint his nails one day, you don't just go, oh, he's a girl. Like, okay, whatever. Kid wants to mess around and, like, play dress up and wear, like, whatever. You're still a boy. You just, you want to try some different crap when you're 5 years old. But you had this just group of people that were almost looking for, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, man, wouldn't it be great if we had a transgender kid and then your 5-year-old decides, like, hey, I want to wear a dress today. And they're like, oh, yes, perfect. Yes, all right, you're a girl. Awesome. This is exactly what we were looking for. And I think that's the biggest, I mean, look, guys, I want to be careful because we are dealing with a lot of young, confused kids who have been misled.
Sure, gender dysphoria is a real thing, and it doesn't.
It is, and it's very rare. See, that's the problem. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that is the problem. It is a rare disorder where, it's a mental illness. It's described in the DSM-5 like other mental illnesses. Gender dysphoria is real. However, the percentage of gender dysphoria actual diagnosed cases versus the number of people identifying as transgender is way off. So you have a bunch of people who don't have gender dysphoria. Now, of course, there are a bunch of also left-wing doctors, and look, I always say, and we all always say, follow the money. there's a lot of money in this transgender thing, man, because you get a kid at 7, 8, 9 years old, you got a lifetime of medication. Like, they're going to be in the healthcare system their entire life. Like, this is not something that, like, you transition and then that's it. No. This is lifetime medication. It's surgeries. That's what worries me the most, is that there is some nefarious money aspect here, that these doctors are being pushed into and getting paid to diagnose people with a disease or a disorder rather, that they don't have. But even still, the number of cases of actual gender dysphoria versus the number of people you have identifying as transgender, they don't line up. And that's a problem, and that's something that definitely we need to hammer home.
Got about 30 seconds left here with Dan Zakshesky of Outkick. In the closing moments we have left, do your Fighting Nittany Lions of Penn State, you are a product, you are a super
we don't have
fan?
30 seconds. We have no time. We're out of time. I got to go, guys. I got to cover high school volleyball. I got stuff to do. I got to get out of here. I don't have time to talk about any of this.
All right.
No.
Can they cover the 2-touchdown spread against the Fighting Signettis of Indiana?
Yes. You know what?
All right, there it is.
Yes.
There's your answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Where can we find your work at, sir?
I'm always at Outkick.com, and you can find me on X at RealDanZach. I please encourage your audience, check out this Michigan Skyline story, because it's one that's not getting enough attention, and it really, I hope people start to pay attention and see how unfair this is, and how many, there's a good chance Skyline's going to win its district, and it's going to knock a bunch of girls who would have had a chance to go play in a state tournament not have the opportunity to go play in a state tournament, and that's really the thing that's sad here.
Danny Z, you're the best, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Hey guys, it's Rob. We're into fall now, and if you've been putting off those home improvement projects, this is your reminder: the cold weather is on the way. And one of the smartest upgrades you can make, replacing those old drafty windows before winter hits. And Universal Windows Direct is making it easier than ever to do just that. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. You'll also get 36 months of 0% financing with equal monthly payments, same as cash, and a $500 bonus off your project. So let's review. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. 36 months of 0% financing with equal monthly payments, same as cash, and a $500 bonus off your project. Now, some restrictions may apply. So to schedule your totally free, no hassle, no obligation consultation and get all the details, call Universal Windows Direct today at 317-659-7574. 317-659-7574. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Are you tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers? Masters Heating and Cooling keeps it simple. Right now, you can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort Advisors completely free. So you can make your next HVAC decision with confidence and peace of mind. Get a free HVAC second opinion from Masters Heating and Cooling. You can also get an early bird fall tune-up for only $69. Need a new hot water heater? How about $200 off water heater installation or $500 off tankless water heaters? Masters Heating and Cooling. Those are the ones to call for your HVAC needs or those plumbing needs. 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchase. Call Masters today. 317-207-9983. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-207-9983. Masters Heating and Cooling. 207-9983 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Snapped a great photo? Witness something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
Here with a look at the roads is the new mayor of New York City, Matthew Mandami.
Thank you very much. Free food for everybody. Looking at northbound 465 stop and go traffic on the northwest side from 79th up to 865. Inbound 65 jam from 29th to Meridian, a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 70 stop and go. From Harding Street into the South Split and southbound 65-70 jam. North Split to the South Split. That's delayed 5 minutes. On the east side, northbound 465 slow from 70 up to I-69. Inbound 69 stop and go after 106 to 82nd. Stall in Hancock County. It's on the exit ramp from eastbound 72 Mount Comfort Road. The ramp is partially blocked. East side, southbound 465 stop and go 72-74. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Matthew Mandami, socialist traffic.
We're going to tear up all the roads and rebuild the roads again.
It's going to be free for everyone. 65 right now at the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Oh, man, we're late.
We are. We're way late,
Damn it.
but that was a great conversation with Danny Z of Outkick there.
It was really good.
I'll be debating against Danny Z tomorrow on Outkick. Not sure what time they're going to air that, but we kind of go toe-to-toe on some of the biggest stories of the sports and political world, so be looking for that. In the meantime, grab a cold one, come on back. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual-eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits, like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Hi, this is Malia with Family Heating and Air, and as a mom myself, I know it's really important to keep the kiddos healthy. Air quality, humidity, those are super big issues on my concern list. If you share any of these concerns, give family a call, 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Sundown Gardens is continuing their big fall sale. Come shop the nursery to save now to add trees and shrubs to your landscape. Whether you're adding shade, color, or curb appeal, fall planting helps trees and shrubs root in for the winter, and they'll thrive next spring. The best part? All nursery items are now 30 to 50% off. That's 30 to 50% off. Shop now and save at Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield. SundownGardens.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, Hoosiers relying on SNAP benefits this month will have to wait a little bit longer to get them, and you'll hear why. Why Attorney General Todd Rokita is wanting guard troops in Indianapolis, and you'll hear why the Indiana Gaming Commission says Auburn might be a good destination for a casino. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it is now 5 o'clock.
A big cut in U.S. air travel. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. The FAA just announcing a 10% reduction in capacity at 40 major airports to maintain safety as a government shutdown continues.
I anticipate there will be additional disruptions. There will be frustration. We are working with the airlines. They're going to work with passengers. But in the end, our sole role is to make sure that we keep this airspace as safe as possible.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the capacity reductions are part of a larger plan to reduce the pressure on airport staffing, as some of the air traffic controllers working without pay miss work, taking other jobs to support their families. The House and Senate Democratic leaders sending a letter demanding a meeting with the president on the shutdown and health care costs. President Trump telling Fox's Brett Baer Democrats need to support a stopgap bill to reopen government.
They become radicalized lunatics, actually, in a true sense. They should automatically extend, and we will make a deal as soon as they do. As soon as they do, we'll make a deal.
The president, citing pollsters, also says the shutdown was a big factor in Republican election losses yesterday. But House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries hears a different message.
An extraordinary rejection
of the extremism that the American people have been experiencing since day one of Donald Trump's presidency.
Fox's Brett Baer speaks with the president and also with Jeffries, airing tonight on Special Report 1 hour from now, 6 Eastern. The NTSB says the left wing caught fire and an engine fell off as a UPS plane crashed shortly after takeoff yesterday in Louisville, gaining enough altitude to clear a fence at the end of the runway.
Shortly after clearing that fence, it made impact with structures and the terrain off of the airport property.
NTSB Chair Todd Inman says they have the flight data and cockpit voice recorders. That crash now blamed for at least 11 deaths. America is listening to Fox News.
3 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Hoosier families relying on SNAP food benefits will see. A sunny sky as the sun is starting to set, and it's 65 degrees. Tonight's low is 34. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:02. They will see a delay this month due to new federal guidance from the USDA. The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration has to recalculate benefits for all 274,000 households, causing a delay of at least 1 week. Indiana's Attorney General said on social media, by the way, Todd Rokita, he said there earlier this week that President Trump should send the National Guards to Indianapolis. This comes after another weekend in Indianapolis with multiple shootings and stabbings. Trump has deployed National Guard troops to other cities like D.C. and Chicago. Indiana farmers say global markets are important, not just for beef, but also for corn and soybeans. Beef producer Andrew Stewart says better trade deals with major buyers like China could really help boost exports.
China needs our beans, at least we think they need our beans. Are we going to be the lowest cost producer? Who knows if Brazil is going to be cheaper than what we are.
Stewart said today, open trade and teaming up with other countries helps everyone. Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen says he cannot wait to see new star cornerback Sauce Gardner play this Sunday in Germany. Colts play the Atlanta Falcons in Berlin. The kickoff is for Sunday morning at 9:30 Eastern. And a report recently came out from the Indiana Gaming Commission about future casinos in Indiana.
And it's a report that's drawing reaction. I'm John Herrick. That report says Auburn would be a potential location for a casino. Republican State Representative Ben Smaltz of Auburn read it, and he says if this were something the community wanted to pursue, then an independent review should be conducted to assess the potential social, traffic, and infrastructure impacts to the community. He's concerned that expanded gambling can lead to higher rates of addiction, financial hardship, and family strain. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
WIBC News Time is 5:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
With your WIBC traffic at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
Downtown New York Street closed as Senate because of a traffic hazard. There's an awful backup there. Inbound 65 stop and go 29th at 2 Meridian, a 4-minute delay. Inbound 70 stop and go rural into the north split. Then southbound 65 70 jam for a 3-minute delay north split to the south split. Eastbound 70 stop and go from Harding Street into the south split, and northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the south split because of construction. East side northbound 465 pockets of stop and go traffic from 70 up to 69. Southbound lanes loaded from 70 to 74 and delayed 8 minutes. Inbound 69 stop and go 96 282nd. Eastbound 465 slows from Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. Crash on the northeast side, Allisonville Road at 46th Street, and a crash This is going to be in McCordsville, State Road 234, east of 500 West. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the Black Friday Now sale at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom for details. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Colder tonight with winds dying down under mostly clear skies as lows drop into the mid-30s. Thursday, cooler with light winds as highs get into the upper 50s under plenty of sunshine. I'm Bush TV Storm Track ABD meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. What do we think of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis? I think you and I are both big fans of him. He's a Republican. What's he's done in 2027?
Right.
Forever. I mean, like
termed out.
What's he going to do after that?
You know, his presidential campaign this last cycle was a train wreck.
I know.
He was late getting in, way late. And it just never really got off the ground. Like, I feel like Ron DeSantis is one of those dudes who's really good at governing, which in essence is the most important thing, but he's not charismatic enough at a national level to win people over, right? Donald Trump, you put him in front of a camera and a microphone, it's a one-man show. And people respond to that one way or the other. DeSantis is a little awkward in front of a camera, but he's damn good at governing.
And trolling.
He's trolling the newly elected socialist leader of New York City, Mandami, asking in a poll on social media whether the state of Florida should impose tariffs on everybody fleeing New York, or should they just build a wall up to keep them out? Channeling a little Donald Trump there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like taxes are going to go up. Prices are going to go up. I mean, he's offering free housing and transportation and groceries and free this, free that, free and fast, I believe is his slogan in some way, shape, or form, but it doesn't work like that.
Right. When Martin Luther King went up there to the microphone and said, "Free at last, free at last," that was something totally different than what Mandami means. Free at last, grocery stores, free at last. Vastly different. Here's a little montage we found that just kind of goes to show where this country has gone from the time when I was younger and Ronald Reagan was the president to now. So you're going to hear Reagan, you're going to hear Bill Clinton, and then you're going to hear Mandami, all with their views of the government.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
We know big government does not have all the answers. We know there's not a program for every problem.
We will prove that there is no problem too large for government to solve and no concern too small for it to care about.
So we went in my lifetime from government is the problem to there's not enough government. Government can solve all your problems. Your homelessness, your bankruptcy, your herpes. Government, it's here to fix all of it, Nige.
Free, I'm trying to think of the bottle of that I have to use for my cold sores.
Sure.
Free
cold sores.
Free Xanax for all of us. Is that no? It's not Xanax.
It's not Xanax.
It's not,
Xanax is for anxiety.
Xanax is for anxiety, but I see what
it was
you're
around
saying
this time
here.
yesterday we got the show to a screeching halt, and here we are again trying to figure out which herpes medicine Nigel uses.
Zephorax, Zithromax, something with a Z. I get, dude.
You want to elaborate on your?
How is this show number one?
Are you kidding me? Number one, always.
That's true. 8 straight years, baby.
8 straight years. But no, seriously, like those people in New York hate capitalism, and they don't have anything to work on. So the guy Mondami says free housing, free transportation, free this, free that, and it's all a bunch of young people and foreigners voting, and that's what happened.
And women too. For some reason, women have flocked to the Mandami campaign here. Maybe they think he's attractive. I don't know. But I think you would see this if it were happening in Indy, too. If there were a socialist candidate in Westfield, I promise you, the wine moms up there would all be in favor of socialism because it's different. And they want to tell all of their friends at the PTO meetings, at the wine meetings, well, yes, I'm just a little bit more progressive than most. I consider myself a communist.
It sounds so ridiculous when you say it out loud.
It does, doesn't it? But there are people like that. Like, there's no redeeming value of socialism. Now, I know Jesse Brown would probably disagree, but this has been a program that has been attempted time after time, and it's never worked. But yet the younger generation and some female demographics, they think, well, let's try it with younger people. That'll really work. No. When has trying something politically with younger people paid off? That's how you get stuck with Beto.
It paid off in New York City.
True. Very true. Man, I don't like this story. Pizza Hut's parent company, Yum Brands, might be trying to sell off Pizza Hut. Now, that doesn't mean Pizza Hut would not exist, but Yum Brands, who, let's be honest, I consider myself a Yum Brands fan. That's KFC, that's Taco Bell, that's Pizza Hut, some of my favorites. I mean, that's a strong lineup right there for a hill jack like me. They're thinking about selling off Pizza Hut because it's the most underachieving of all their brands so far. And times are tough economically, so they're wondering if they can make some money on selling off the Hut. Would you be all right with that?
No. You don't sell off the Hut. I think you bring back the old Hut of the 90s.
Now you're talking.
With the stained glass lamps that hang over the table.
Preach.
With the
dark cups.
Oh, the red plastic
the red
cups.
plastic dark cups.
2 words. Salad bar.
Thank you. Salad bar. And for those who aren't doing it, I know some Pizza Huts are, got to bring back the buffet. Like the lunchtime buffet or the evening buffet on Monday nights. That was a big deal back when I worked at Pizza Hut in college. People would show up in droves for those things. Got to bring that back, baby. Don't give up on the Hut. Bring back the old Hut. People love nostalgia. I'm with Nigel on this one. I've got an update on those fancy jewels that were stolen from the Louvre Museum in France.
Sure.
So according to the security investigation, the password for the video surveillance system was just the name of the venue, Louvre. Louvre. Now, keep in mind, this museum, probably the most prestigious in the world. It's got the Mona Lisa in it. It had all of these jewels. Tens of millions of dollars worth of jewels were stolen because somebody was able to beat the security system where the password of the Louvre was Louvre. Might as well just be password.
It's a little simple. It's like 555555.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or just making it password.
And I have also an update if Mamdani wants to give free herpes medication to his constituency. It's Valtrex.
Valtrex.
That's what I was trying to come up with.
I wasn't going to be able to sleep tonight without knowing what Nigel rubs on his herpes. Thank you for that. Matt Bear, I think we can all sleep a little easier now knowing the official herpes medication of Big Nige.
I'm going to stop by the studio in a second, okay? Looking at southbound 465 on the east side, stop and go traffic 70 down to 74, and that's an 11-minute delay. Northbound 465 slows before Penn Pike up to I-69, and that delay continues up to 82nd Street. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 106 to 465, a delay of 5 minutes. Westbound 465 slow, Meridian past Michigan Road. Eastbound lane stop and go from 865 to Ditch, and again before Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. Inbound 70 stop and go from rural into the north split. Southbound 65 70 jammed. North split to the south split, an 8-minute delay. Inbound 65 slow from 29 to Meridian, and eastbound 70 stop and go Belmont into the south split. Crash northeast side 46 at Allisonville Road, and watch out for an addition around 75th and Shadeland. They are fighting a structure fire right now. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, shipping supplies, and services to get your packages there safely. Even custom cards and wrapping paper. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
A cyclovir is the generic version of Valtrex.
Which do you prefer?
Well, whichever's cheaper.
Okay.
Dude, I used to get, not anybody else in this room get cold sores when they were kids? I hated it. Oh, and then they had these pills, and then I would go get these pills at the pharmacy, right? For my, you stay out in the sun too long, you get a cold sore. But I would also go out of my way to make sure the pharmacist knew that it wasn't for, like, genital. I would say, hey, do you have anything, like, that I don't have to buy over the counter to just to put on my lips, because I get these sometimes. And
right.
The pharmacist would be like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, go get some.
You think you're the first person that's tried to pull that over on the pharmacist, right? It's like something about Mary. Yeah, we're all just taking a leak out here. Sure. Right now, clear skies, 65 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. A fun herpes-free round of Are You Okay With This? Next.
Another accident? What happened?
Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing.
Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this?
Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault.
So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims?
Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operate smarter.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
There's one name for every home system, Chapman.
heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman, ChapmanHeating.com.
Hensley's Legal Group is one of those firms that puts the client above all else.
We pride ourselves in caring and communication.
We're extremely passionate about helping them through their tough times.
We truly want to see our clients get better.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, Hammer, check this out. Tim McGraw brought out a special guest for his show this past weekend in Atlantic City.
Oh, did he bring out Faith Hill?
No.
Did he bring out like Kenny Chesney or one of his friends from the new hit country era?
It was his 23-year-old daughter, Audrey. She sang Barracuda. Here's a clip. She's smoked, by the way, if you haven't seen that clip. What do you think? Are you okay with Tim McGraw and his daughter's version of Barracuda?
No.
No?
Because I bought tickets to see Tim McGraw. I want to see a professional, well-known artist. I don't want to see his kid. Like, this is like that contest that Pete Buttigieg did, where if you won, you got to go to an event with Chasten. I don't want to go with Chasten. Chasten
You don't
sucks.
want to go see Hamilton with Chasten if it was front row.
And I don't want to see Audrey McGraw. I want to see Tim McGraw. I want to hear him singing, I want to live where the green grass grows. I like it. I love it. I don't want to hear Heart's Barracuda. No. How would you feel if you bought tickets, Nige, to go see Metallica and James Hetfield, right before he was getting ready to perform Enter Sandman, was like, hold up, here's my nephew. And he comes out and he's got a banjo and a kazoo and he sings something that nobody in the crowd would like. How would you feel?
I'd go take a leak.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying
I'd
here.
go take a leak and come back for Master of Puppets.
I'm not saying this young lady isn't good at what she does or that she isn't a smoke show. I haven't seen her. I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
But I don't think the crowd at a Tim McGraw show wants to hear Barracuda from Heart. I could be wrong.
Are you okay with this? Kraft is selling apple pie flavored mac and cheese online this holiday season. Let me finish here. This is odd. You can buy a single package at Walmart.com for $1.48. Here's a quick clip from their commercial featuring Jason Biggs. You know who Jason Biggs is?
That would be the guy from American Pie who had the famous scene with the apple pie.
Remember what he did to the pie in American Pie? Here is part of the commercial.
Who else could be the face of new Kraft mac and cheese apple pie flavor other than me? America's Pie Guy. Look, I made apple pie famous once. I'm ready to do it again. And by do it, I mean, no, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's a little weird to me.
I think it's kind of funny.
Are you okay with this?
I'm all right with it.
What's the scene?
So the
Talk about the scene
is Jason Biggs' character, Jim,
in American Pie,
who had never been with a woman, was told by one of his friends that it feels like warm apple pie. So he goes home and he sees a pie on the counter and proceeds to make love to it. And his dad comes home and catches him in the act. And that's like the whole embarrassing scene in the movie, right? That's what this guy is known for. It'd be easy for him as an actor, Jason Biggs, to be like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm not the pie banger anymore.
Yeah.
But he's got a good sense of humor about it.
Strange, though, Kraft is a legitimate entity in terms of food. Like, you're going to buy Kraft macaroni and cheese, and you're joking about making love to a pie in the commercial?
But if your audience
it's strange
gets
to me.
it, then I think they'll be like, oh, okay. Because, again, I said this earlier, we love nostalgia. We live in a society right now that loves some nostalgia. We like throwback stuff in football. Like, I think the Buccaneers should wear their orange creamsicle jerseys all the time. I think the Denver Broncos need to bring back the logo of the horse coming out of the D on the helmet. I love nostalgia. I'm good with this, and I think it's cool Jason Biggs, the actor, has got a good sense of humor about it.
Are you good with apple pie flavored mac and cheese? That's the other.
Apple pie mac and boots with the fur. Shorty got low, baby. I'm in for it. Look, I'll give it a try. I'm sure Rob Kendall will probably burn himself making it. Have you seen his hand, by the way? Rob's hand?
No.
He burned himself making mac and cheese. And he's got making it for his daughter. And he has this bandage on. And he's trying to make it look like, oh, it's not that bad. I told him today he was grossing people out with it.
How do you burn yourself making mac and cheese?
Well, when you're not real kitchen savvy. And I'm not somebody that is kitchen savvy. Don't get it twisted. But I think I can make mac and cheese without catching my hand on fire.
I got to look at that tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got a clear bandage on it with like some salve. And I'm pretty sure there's something bubbling coming out of it.
Salve. Oh. One more thing here, real quick. Are you okay with this? If you loved the original Toy Story movie, it was almost a very different movie and maybe not as great. Here's Tom Hanks telling. Who did Tom Hanks play? He was
Woody.
He was Woody. Tom Hanks told the story on a late night talk show.
Tim Allen and I and everybody involved in it, we recorded a Toy Story movie for about 80 minutes of it that was completely thrown out.
Different story?
Yeah, it was everything because the people who were running the studio, not Pixar, said, look, it's a cartoon, let's make them wisecracky, insult each other and come up with goofy things. It didn't work. It wasn't Toy Story. It wasn't what Pixar was going for. So we got one of those calls from John Lasseter. John called up and he said, hey, listen, we've looked at it and it's just not working. And we would like to start all over from scratch.
How long had you been working?
We had been working on it for about 2 years.
Wow.
I will say about 2 years.
Wow.
So then we began the process all over again, which is about a 2.5 to 3 year process.
And there's going to be another.
There's going to be a 5th Toy Story movie.
Fantastic.
There you go. So 5th Toy Story coming up, and they had to scrap the original Toy Story and redo it again. Are you okay with this?
I mean, if they are, I guess I have to be. Now, it's not like Tom Hanks and Tim Allen aren't busy dudes. They have TV shows. They've got other movies. I know they both do some producing and things like that.
But I know Toy Story has a special place in your family.
It does. When Christopher was real little, that was around the same time as Andy, the same age Andy was in the story. And by the time they came out with, like, the sequel, like, Chris had grown up to be the same age.
Yeah.
And when the kids in the movie are too old for the toys and they stop playing with the toys, it tugs at the heartstring, man. Tugs at the heartstring, I'm just telling you. All right, coming up here in just a moment, the Tonus, Tony Kinnett. We're going to get his thoughts on last night's election. Maybe he can put some cheer into your heart, because I still feel like you're in a bad mood.
I'm a little downtrodden, as they say.
Okay.
I'm a little bummed about last night's election.
You thought a Republican had a shot in New York City. I get it. I get it. Tony Kinnett will try to walk you off that ledge coming up right after Jake does the news.
93 WIPC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
At least 9 people were killed
Clear skies during your sunset and 63 degrees in downtown Indy. Lows tonight in the mid-30s. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:30. This was after this week's UPS cargo plane crash at the Global Aviation Hub in Kentucky. More victims are being searched for. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
This was not an air traffic control issue. It appears that it was a mechanical issue. Everyone's been clear on that. That is not speculation.
3 people are said to have been aboard the plane when the crash happened. McDonald's is seeing a boost in sales after they brought back some of their food items that customers enjoy, especially their snack wrap. SNAP benefits for about 274,000 households are being delayed by at least a week. John Herrick explains why.
The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration said Wednesday that they're having to delay the benefits going out to Hoosiers this month because the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service has updated directions for determining the maximum amount of benefits that each household can receive, so there's a lot to be figured out there. In the meantime, if you need immediate food assistance, you're encouraged to call 211 or contact your local food bank. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Mummy franchise is returning to the big screen.
We need the key, Amy! It's inside his robes!
Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are officially reuniting for another Mummy adventure. Fraser first led the 1999 reboot of The Mummy alongside Weisz, playing a treasure hunter who accidentally awakens a cursed Egyptian priest. The film was a global hit, turning Fraser into a bona fide action star. He returned for 2 sequels. Fraser, who stepped away from Hollywood for several years due to health issues and personal struggles, made a celebrated comeback with 2022's The Whale, winning the Oscar for Best Actor.
And that's Fox's Michelle Polino reporting. News time, 5:32. Your traffic now with Matt Bear.
Westbound 70 stop and go traffic rural into the north split, then southbound 65-70 jam north split to the south split and delayed 8 minutes. Inbound 65 stop and go 29th to Meridian. Eastbound 70 dragging after Harding into the south split, and northbound 65 stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split because of construction. Eastbound New York Street shut down at Senate because of a traffic hazard. Avoid the area if you can. State Road 135 on the south side closed on the southbound side from Stop 11 Road to Meridian School Road. Crash Fall Creek Road at Mollenkampf Road. East side northbound 465 slow after Penn Pike up to 82nd Street on northbound 69. Southbound 465 a 13-minute delay from 72-74. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday sale. Bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We are tracking a colder Wednesday night with winds dying down under mostly clear skies. Low temperatures will fall into the mid-30s, and then expect a cooler Thursday with plenty of sunshine and light winds. Highs by Thursday afternoon will be in the upper 50s, and then we'll warm it to the low to mid-60s on Friday, but we are tracking rain with the potential for isolated thunderstorms and winds picking back up again to turn more breezy as well. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show. My name is a very downtrodden Nigel today. Hammer's trying to lift me up over there. We have a very special guest on the hotline, Hammer.
It's not as bad as you think it is, Nige.
Yeah.
Tony Kinnett of the Tony Kinnett cast and the Daily Signal. Help me out here. Nige is downtrodden because in blue states and blue cities, blue candidates won last night, but I feel like he's 3 inches away, 3 seconds away from taking his life.
Put the toaster down, Nigel. No need to take a bath just yet. And here's why. Winsome Earl Sears, I said this at the beginning. I took a lot of crap for this. She was a bad candidate.
Yes.
Here's why. Anyone can get up on stage and go, that person on the other side is not real, or say they're evil or mean or whatever. Voters might go for that in a presidential election. We've seen it before. But on off-year elections, it's not about getting people to vote against the candidate. It's about getting people to come out and vote for you. I know I've talked with y'all about this before. Winsome Earl Sears.
This is Virginia, right?
Right. The current lieutenant governor of Virginia, now the lost candidate. And the same over with Jack Ciattarelli in New Jersey. They just didn't have that come out and vote for me appeal. This is something Republicans are going to have to learn. But I got good news for you. Yeah, these are kind of the places where the worst Republican candidates happen to run for office.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I take heart. There are other people.
Because I see so many Democrats celebrating on social media like they're in the Dodgers locker room after they had just won the World Series. They're popping champagne. And, Tony, I just can't help but think, I said this earlier in the show, if God himself came down and ran as a candidate in the New York mayoral election, if there was an R next to his name, he would have finished third.
Hammer, you brush up against the most important point from last night. How is the left responding to this? Because right now we're looking at two kinds of candidate. The old white guy, the Chuck Schumers, the Tim Walz, the Joe Bidens, they're gone. So they now have it's the year of the Karen. So like old middle-aged white women, they're here. They're going to run the party, and then the young socialists. That's the new runners of the party. And they think now, they do believe, I've heard it this morning from a friend of mine in the National Democratic Association of Journalists, that they believe this is the strategy to win 2026. And oh boy, please, Democrats, if you're listening out there, first of all, good on you for listening to Hammer and Nigel. That's a lot better for you. But number two, please run with this in 2026. Please give me the Karens and the young socialists. Best of luck to you in, like, Arkansas, for example.
So the socialists, they're kind of having their Captain Phillips moment here. Like, you've got AOC, you've got Mamdani looking at the rest of the Democrats going, I'm the captain now. But I don't think we can laugh at that.
I thought you meant they were practicing their Somalian accents. I didn't know where you were going with that. I was feeling a little Wakanda pride there for a second.
A little from column A, maybe a little from column B, but I heard AOC's interview last night. She basically is telling the Democrat Party it's a whole new ballgame now, and they've got the most well-known mayor in New York City. You've got AOC. Say what you want about her. She's a fundraising, charismatic machine. Are the socialists running the show?
Yes, they are. Now, I said this at the beginning. I told you in 2028, it is going to be AOC on the left side of the aisle. She's kind of your mixture of the Karen and the socialists, right? She's that weird hybrid creature. But I will say this. They like to count Zoran Mamdani as some type of amazing phenomenon. He ran against the butt squeezer and old person killer. And then
he was a bad candidate.
Prince's raspberry beret on the Republican side. I'm sorry. I've talked to Curtis Flewa, but dude, you didn't run on what New York should be. You're like, hey, remember when we roughed up some guys on the subway in 82? And it's like, dude, it's 2025. And so that's why he lost.
So you don't believe this is a harbinger of things to come in the midterms of 2026 in terms of what we saw last night?
I believe that you're going to see the same strategy tried again. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, it's the strategy is the harbinger. The Democrats now think they have found their winning ticket. But the problem is they were running up against Republicans that were more milquetoast than Paul Ryan after 3 shots of whole milk. I just don't think – I don't think that's going to play. But, hey, I say let them try it. It's better that they run these people instead of John Fetterman's in 26.
So let's talk about the Republicans then because, listen, outside of, a DeSantis in Florida – who are the rock stars at a local level in this party? Because they're going to be the ones that make or break what happens in the midterms 2026. Is there a group of young, fiery Republicans? Maybe Vivek Ramaswamy in Ohio. But who are going to be the guys that can say, all right, Trump is on his way out, but we're going to be the ones to take this party in the next generation?
You've asked the right question. Yes, it is guys like Vivek. I don't like Vivek. You guys both know that. But what he said last night was 100% correct. There are real problems that Americans are facing, and not painting a picture of how you solve those problems means that if there is anyone else out there, whether it's the socialists on the left or the national socialists on the far right, if they paint a picture, no matter how awful the argument is for that picture, people will choose it. So the young Republicans here, or the Republicans in the after generation from Trump, like J.D. Vance, they're going to have to paint a picture of what the country could be. Well, if you remember, Marco Rubio in 2016 His tagline was, we're going to bring America to the next American century, or the next golden age for the century. There really is a good bench that the Republicans have to pull from, but you're going to have to lean into that instead of just going, Democrats are bad, because you need a little more than that.
It feels like all of the popular, if you will, Republicans are on Trump's cabinet in some way. Like, other than Vivek and, DeSantis, I don't believe is up or running again, but there's not a lot of known state Republicans where people go, okay, I feel good about that.
Okay, but you bring up a really good point with DeSantis. Why is DeSantis so popular in Florida? Is it because he's against the left, or is it because he gets out there and goes, you know what?
Yeah.
Property taxes kind of suck.
Yeah.
You know what? I really don't like how we have bike lanes everywhere. Now, again, though I love him, what does Braun get up there and go? I'll tell you the first three things that I believe in. Leave me alone, let me sit on my lawn chair, and also lower taxes. Great. If it was 1982, hell yeah. It's not 1982. Keep whistling past these graveyards of the Newt Gingrich model, and you're going to get more nights like last night.
Tony, expand on that just a little bit further when we're talking about Donald Trump and his administration and the things that his administration needs to concentrate on over the next few years to be able to carry, pass the torch in 2028. Like foreign policy. Does he need less foreign policy, more domestic stuff? Like, what does he need to do? What kind of message does he need to send?
On foreign policy, no, that's a cop-out. People who immediately come to the table and whine about foreign policy have no idea how politics works. That's a cop-out because they like to pretend that the majority of the U.S. budget's heading to foreign policy. It's just not. It's less than 1% of the budget. Affordability matters. Number two, in economic and crime policy in the United States, those matter. And then last but certainly not least, deregulating the massive bloated deep state or the bureaucracy, whatever you want to call it, so that people can actually go out and build and do and create. That's a pioneering vision. When Trump got up and said, we need to go to Mars, that has more impact on Americans than we need to lower taxes.
Kind of tough to do that, though, with these tariffs. Are these tariffs working out for Donald Trump? Or are they going to be something that it's going to be a negative against him?
I think that right now you've seen it constrict some things, but it also hasn't been the doom and gloom that everyone said it was going to be.
True, but prices aren't coming down. Prices still suck, man.
If SCOTUS knocks it down today, well, then you might see something different.
Yeah.
Again, I'm waiting to see on that because I'm not an idiot. I actually want to wait and not run my mouth all the way.
Hey, we got to talk a little government shutdown. Can you come back for one more segment?
Sure.
The Tony Kinnett with us. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Fall is great in Indy, so don't ruin it by painting. Do what Mike did. He called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. Right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Guys, it's happening, isn't it? You can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. It could be low testosterone, so you got to take action now. Synergen X Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit your local Synergen X or Low T Center or go to trtmvp.com.
Treatment is covered by most major health insurance or affordable self-pay options. Really, the best you is right around the corner. It's waiting. Book that free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. It's free. trtmvp.com. Synergen X and the Low T Center offering a quick free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts on staff specifically for you, and most insurance covers it. trtmvp.com. Get that free test. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Planning for retirement? It's a little like marriage. We have no idea what we're getting into. Tune in to Fire Your Financial Advisor, Sunday mornings at 7 on WIBC.
It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with 0 down. Plus, get 2 years of complimentary maintenance.
Snap it. Send it. Hear it. Your photos, your video, your voice on WIBC. Join the text club by texting WIBC to 317-239-9393.
Matt Bear. Folks coming into town for the Pacers game tonight. Let's get them where they need to be. What's going on with the roads?
You got a hammer coming into the Pacers tonight. A slowdown inbound 65, 29th to Meridian, and that southbound 65-70. That is stopped from the north split to the south split. The local ramp that'll take you to the Pacers game like Ohio Street. That's pretty clear right now on that local ramp. Everything moving up to speed. The main line, not so much. Northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. East side southbound 465, it's jam. 72-74, 14-minute delay. Inbound 69, stop and go. 106 to 465. Northbound 69, slow from 465 up to 96th. And eastbound 465, stop and go traffic from Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. Crash in Carmel. It's eastbound 146th Street after River Road, reported with injuries. And then a crash. This is Fall Creek Road at Mollenkopf Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Clear skies. Some pretty heavy gusts of wind, though. 63 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center at 93 WIBC.
Back with Tony Kinnett. He is the host of the Tony Kinnett Cast, also an investigative reporter at the Daily Signal. Last night, I like to scroll through the different cable news channels, Tony. One, because I hate myself. And number two, I just want to see how they're covering things. And I go to CNN, and the first thing I see is Jake Tapper and his big square bucket head up there talking about how everybody agrees the Democrats are in cahoots here. They're lockstep. They are together when it comes to this government shutdown. They're making the Republicans own it. And I turned it off, cracking up. But hell, Donald Trump put something out on Truth Social last night saying, yeah, maybe people think we are, in charge of this government shutdown. What say you?
So I actually, unlike a lot of the talking heads out there, have looked at the polls, like all of them, like the real clear polling average. I've looked at the polls. What I have seen is that Americans hate Congress in general for this. Now, you can disagree with me. You can say, no, they hate a specific party. Right now, the approval rating for Democrats has sunk. The approval rating for Republicans has sunk. So what the end question to this is going to be is much less who owns the shutdown, and it's really going to be who brings us out of the shutdown in the end of this and makes some concessions. Americans just want the end result. So a Tapper coming forward and doing what he always does, he pretends to be fair until he comes out after an election and goes, well, it's very clear. Democrats are right about everything and everyone else is going to hell. Like, no. No, I'm afraid not. And as far as Trump's Truth Socials are concerned, I mean, Trump posts whatever's on his mind at the moment. I mean, he might be right about this. I don't see the data that suggests that the country's doom and gloom on the Republicans for this. But I do think that after you saw Hakeem and Schumer send a letter saying, please, please, please meet with us now, I think you're probably going to see a cave. If not by the time that the evening is over, probably by the end of the week.
Trump wants to get rid of the filibuster, though.
I've got a lot of friends that want to do it. I've got a lot of friends, and I fit in this camp still. I think keeping the filibuster is there. It gets really nervous when you just start doing simple majority stuff. That's how republics fall. Honest to God, that's it. Emergency powers to the executive, and then eliminating any guard on mob rule. That's how republics fall. That is the historical scoreboard.
That's how you get like extra states and extra Supreme Court judges, is it not?
Yep, because then you'll have 9 justices this year, and then the next administration you'll have 27, and then 56, and then it will become a mess. I mean, you can laugh, but that's what happened with Weimar. That's what happened with Argentina. That's what happened with Peru. That's what happened with Belize and Central America in 26. This does happen, and it is something that actually, even though it is funny and stupid, it does bite at the end of the day.
They need to get this shutdown fixed, though, man. There's a part of my heart that says that. Look, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I see some of these families that need these SNAP benefits that aren't getting what they need and standing in food lines. And I know there's a ton of SNAP fraud out there. But do you see the shutdown coming to an end anytime soon?
Yeah, I think by the end of the week, and I think it all comes down to air traffic control. We're getting ready to shut airspace down. There's a broader conversation we need to have here about what the heck we're going to do about airspace. It's not 1982. Either we're going to fully federalize airspace and they all need to be essential government employees, or it needs to be run by the military. Air traffic control might need to be run by the National Guard from here on out, really, because either it's essential or it's not. We can't hamstring the U.S. economy because some fat guy from Oklahoma says he doesn't want to vote for a bill. That's not fair to the people that rely on air travel in this country.
Got about a minute left here. I want to go back to the SNAP benefits fraud. Nigel brought that up. It's not just a talking point. You've been looking into this, right?
It's really, really bad, especially in states like Minnesota. Over the COVID years, they had 147% increases in those relying on SNAP benefits in the state, although the state population didn't grow. There were some serious fraud situations, like $100 billion in fraud in SNAP in the last decade. $100 billion.
That's a lot of tampons in the state of Minnesota that Tim Walz can put in the men's restroom. All right, what are you working on over at Daily Signal?
We've got a couple of big investigations getting ready to drop, but most importantly, my stomach still hurts from making Gavin Newsom's 5-layer PB&J from last night. That hurt me.
Okay.
Check him out on Twitter at The Tonus. That's how you find him. Tony Kinnett, great stuff. We'll chat again next week.
Thanks, guys.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
So the question you need to consider, should you delay filing for Social Security until the age of 70? Now, conventional wisdom says it's going to give you a bigger paycheck, right? A benefits check. But that's not necessarily true anymore, because when you consider the taxes on your benefits, IRAs and 401k withdrawals, and even Medicare premiums, you could get even more income by filing your benefits early. Discover how to do that with a free analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Bill Demery breaks things down in a way that's easy to understand, and you can schedule your free analysis with him by calling right now. 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's yourretirementguy.com. Have Bill Demery walk you through the retirement process. Tell him Hammer and Nigel sent you.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes